Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. I'm doing card of the day. I'm using an Uno deck. So I've cleared and shuffled it. And I'm going to go ahead and get a card. Oh, okay. That was fast. I don't know why I have to check this, but no. Jupiter and Capricorn. Two of Pentacles. So usually this has to do with trying to make a decision, sort of juggling two tasks, being sort of caught in the polarities, kind of like caught like a cog in the machine. Jupiter is fire, rules Sagittarius. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So essentially we have two things right next to each other, which might be why it's hard to make a decision. You know, it's like 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. But it also could have to do with the end of this year. Something going on in November and December, but not necessarily. So what's interesting is that we do have Earth, like the Earth, Capricorn. I mean, all the Earth cards have Earth on them, but we have the fire as well. And I do see it as sort of like an underground blaze a little bit, but it's at such a low vibration. It's like instead of lava or anything, it's almost like a little electric current coming through the ground. I'm just trying to see if I get any other messages. There's the thing with playing cards is that when you use them, there isn't really the accompanying image, so it might take longer for the message to come through. And it's upright. I think it has a lot to do with Gemini season right now. As a lot of the time when I do card of the day, I get 2 cards, but instead I get 1 card with 2 on it. It's sort of like the twins are maturing. Okay, so we have Sagittarius, fire element, that's a masculine element, heading towards the end of the zodiac. Right, so the oldest fire, the oldest earth, the most mature. And then Capricorn, or Pentacles, feminine suit. So we have this sort of like wise centaur energy, and then the devil. But I mean, Capricorn is a fish goat, right? It's the wet earth sign. This sort of unspoken mermaid quality to it. So in that sense, it's like taking aim at the mystical, but still being tied to the physical plane. So it's like you're trying to be spiritual, but still struggling with the material world, in essence. And I did, when I said Saturn and then the devil, or Capricorn and then the devil, the Saturnian overlord of that is also Chronos, which is time, which does bring it back to that November, December point of the year. So hold that thought, perhaps. The Ace of Pentacles is spring. And it's almost like having a pair of aces going in the opposite direction. But the Ace of Wands is summer. And I was almost going to say spring twice would be summer. So it might not necessarily be literally the end of the year. It might actually be the end of the summer. That some kind of breakthrough in being split in two directions happens. So let's just see what's on the bottom of the deck. Wait, my hands are asleep for some reason. Okay, so now we have the Four of Pentacles. So we have this doubling energy, which is both weird and annoying. So it goes straight to the Sun in Capricorn. And the Sun is kind of like summery, but also notice that we have 6 pentacles total here. So it's like an unevenly split burden. And the 6 of Pentacles has to do with balance and generosity and the masculine energy having their heart chakra open. So I almost think that Leo energy, which would be July, August, and then I associate July with Jupiter. So yeah, and then look what's cropping up behind that. The King of Wands, and then the Four of Swords, and then the Queen of Pentacles. So what I was gonna say is that it looks like the masculine energy is gonna have a heart awakening heading into Leo, like the end of Leo in August. And that could be it could be internal, but it might actually be between you and another person, depending on who's sitting in which energy the most. But I see 4 and 2 here. These are low vibrational cards, but it has to do with something that's manifesting, something that's physical. So it probably isn't an internal thing. It's probably you and someone else that you can see, which is probably why there's a struggle right now between mystical and practical. Because it's like in my soul, in my higher senses, I understand that there's something going on with this other person, but I don't see anything happening. There's like nothing in the physical world. But what I have here total is a 6, would indicate to me I mean, the 6 is the number of the lovers, but it also has to do with healing and a choice. They start out with a choice at the number 2. So it could be masculine having a heart opening and then coming together, maybe, if that feels like it's resonating. But it also could be like interacting without somebody trying to get something from someone else. You know, like, what can I cheat you for? So it would be like balanced, charitable, trustworthy communication with somebody. It's also healing, and it's also like decisions. But I also see, even though I usually sense swords to deal with the High Priestess, I do sense perhaps the High Priestess at 2 and the Emperor at 4. Hang on, let me check something. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. Oh, okay, that's why it's in Pentacles. That's so weird. The King of Wands, Cancer and Leo. Okay, yeah. So there is a background element of emotions here, but mostly it's a balance between earth and fire. Um, why is that? Okay, so somebody, the masculine energy is holding the sort of directive, and the feminine energy is holding the power to ground. So it's like, I'm gonna fire this laser beam. I'm like, I'm gonna make sure we don't get electrocuted. Let me plug it in and make sure that it's got the 3-prong grounded outlet. Um, it's like a team situation. I feel like there's potentially more here, but that I shouldn't keep talking about it. Because it's supposed to be a single card, and I do have like 2 and then 3 other ones that I pulled off the bottom of the deck. So if you want to get a reading, oh man, my throat is so raw right now. Stupid pine tree pollen. If you want to get a reading, the complete list of readings that I offer is in the description box of my infomercial video, which is linked below this one. Also, you can email me, thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com, and I'll get you that same information. I have art products, including my chapbook packs, which are like little mystery oracle slash synchronicity stimulus packets. And then I have merch and prints and coloring books and a poetry book. All of those links are going to be in that information that I will email you or in that description box of the infomercial video. If you want to help contribute to more content on this channel, go ahead and hit that tip jar, paypal.me/CATtheMinion, also Cash App and Venmo. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment if you're nasty, and check out my playlists for the different kinds of readings and videos that I'm doing, and hopefully we'll see you again. Bye.